Undoubtedly, you're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Seahawks coming in at 2-2, going up against the Eagles, who come in at 3-2. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, we are just south of historic Pioneer Square at CenturyLink Field in the beautiful city of Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The first carry for Ryan Matthews. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This is going to sound a little strange, but that was a really nice effort because he broke a tackle and almost sprang free, but it still ended up with a loss of yardage. The defense won that battle.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. On second down, here's Wentz. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. Jordan Matthews all by himself. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Matthews, 78 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Now, after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now Wilson on first down. He'll dump it off to Procise. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down. And this offense often hinges on one of the best tight ends in the league, and that's Jimmy Graham.
I think he made up for lost time when he got to the NFL because in college he was mainly a basketball player, a defender who couldn't score. Now he's flipped it around in the NFL. Every time he touches the ball, he's a threat to score.
He hits Jermaine Kearse.
Yeah, buddy.
He will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jermaine Kearse, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable.
There's only one bird going to fly tonight, and that's a Seahawk.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. be 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. They'll come out in the pistol. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down. And a peek at the offense. And Matthews, a guy that we have to talk about.
And Jordan Matthews, Brandon, is an anomaly. Normally, a long receiver plays outside. He likes to work out of the slot. Does a terrific job absorbing punishment and catching the football.
Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Wentz. Green Beckham has it over the middle. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And they thought they could exploit this defense with some really quick hitters, quick action. They worked on that in practice. We just saw it there.
And we saw them break it down to the fundamentals as well. Each position group had their own little work on it. You know, they worked on a drill here with the receivers, a drill there with the quarterbacks. Then they brought it all together, and now it's paying off in the game.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Uh-oh, Charles, now you get to talk about your old spot, the secondary. Very key here in this one.
You have to cut me off because, you know, I'll talk about them all game long. Love to see those guys match up and challenge the best wide receivers.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Left side, caught by Matthews.
God.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the 1st quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the football.
Give me the ball.
And guess what? I throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
On 2nd down, Ryan Matthews. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, that's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game, they're not moving as fast, that's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you hope to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
There they got the ball to the outer third of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there if they don't move as well as you want them to. And probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away.
And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. And here we go. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Ryan Matthews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. Lockett the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The first carry for the rookie Procise. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Malcolm Jenkins entered the NFL as a cornerback and has transitioned to safety, but still retains his good coverage skills.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. C.J. Procise was the intended target, and it's third down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? From the gun on third down, Wilson finding time. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he's brought down after a good game.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to air one out.
Thank you.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On first down, Procise. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. On second down, here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Third and long, it's Wilson.
Oh, he fucking caught it. Are you fucking kidding me?
Incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Wentz to throw on second down. This one complete left side to Green Beckham. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now Wentz will keep it. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, they gave it a shot. Quarterback sneak. Not able to get it.
No, but if you're going to call a QB sneak on 3rd down, you draw it up to get it.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Really, dude? You're up by 7. 4th and inches, you're on my 30. Are you going 30? Wow.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. It's a toss right. Ryan Matthews. Ryan Matthews, the 20. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Well, there's the danger of selling out on 4th and short. So many guys flood the line of scrimmage that you're left very thin on the 2nd and 3rd levels. And they took big advantage of it there. Not just picking up a first down, but ripping off a huge gain on top of it.
In the red zone this time. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Ryan Matthews with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Wilson on 2nd down. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wilson. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Wilson will throw again. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
15 yards there for number 15.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down carry for Procise. They find some open field here. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. C.J. Procise, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. And this is up and good to make it a 21-15 game. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days. Offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Play fake to Matthews. Now it's Wentz. Sliding out of the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion. Third and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Second down, 9 yards to go. Time to step aside. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. To throw is Wentz. Left side, caught by Matthews. That one goes for 24 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. offense now on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And it's second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Detroit!
10th carry now for Ryan Matthews. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Now let's go. Boom, land it.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. On 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And Sturgis able to knock it through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now Wilson on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So 2nd and 10 here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They go play action now. Wilson, he's got time. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now it's Wilson, and he finds Jimmy Graham. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Graham in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He's got time in the pocket. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up a 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 36. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long
fucking drags.
So they got 3 points
They
out
need to
of it.
eliminate
They've
that
gotta feel
shit.
good.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And now they're in the hurry-up. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Wilson, and Graham's got it over the middle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down, surveying the field, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
He's going to float this into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. To return, this is Doug Baldwin. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. On 1st down, Wilson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Complete out right to Kurz. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. On the give, this is their fullback. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They come up in an offset eye. Right back to Procise. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. On second down, Wilson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Michael Kendricks able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. So the D-line's going to spread out. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and that brings up 4th down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And Barth puts it through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Another pistol look here. They begin the drive with Ryan Matthews. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Hey, Christian, let him outside.
That's running the ball well, but
hurry up.
Intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end of the half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
On second down, here's Wentz. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Wentz now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they got 29 yards there. And it'll be a Philadelphia first down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dorial Green-Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. There's Wilson to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10. It's Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. To throw again is Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And how about this, a fake? Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll actually wind up losing about 10 yards here, but no matter, they've got the football back. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Three receivers to the left, one to the right. So after the INT, here's Wentz. He sets and got his man complete. That one goes for 34 yards. And the Eagles are going to have a first down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And to give this time to the tailback. And the cutback to the sideline. Ryan Matthews. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ryan Matthews with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Trying to shake off the interception from the... Oh, he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On second down, Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he's brought down after a good game. A good pickup there at 22. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now it's Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained. And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. So with the yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get?
And he lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for. My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Calling a gain of 10, and they pick up the first. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson. That is caught at the 7. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Cole Richardson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Wilson going to throw for it. That's caught at the 3. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson finding time. And
come on, catch the fucking ball.
It's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got time. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Make it or break it.
A great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he finds his target. It's sharp. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Here's Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Thank
and it's a fumble.
God.
But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and goal, Collins. And he's across the chalk, into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Alex Collins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And the lead will shrink to 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. Look at the spin. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. Throwing on first is Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the... And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. Wentz now on 1st down. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Play fake to Matthews. Now it's Wentz. They'll roll him out right. On the run. And look at this. They get the turnover they need.
There we go, baby. There we go. It's game time.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
God damn it.
Graham in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. time for a break.
We'll
come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Around 2 minutes to go, and if the D can hold them, that'll end this one.
We always think about the offense attacking. In this case, I'm looking for the defense to do the same.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
14.
Now Wilson down around his goal line. And,
damn!
Crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the
get upstairs.
McKelvin. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Make sure they're getting
now come
upstairs.
The They have the lead. Still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now. Just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened.
Good game.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee.